Hello and welcome back to Tammy's Antique Vintage Dolls and More. And this little guy inside of here, that monkey that I got today, I was cleaning him with a toothbrush, rag, and a bowl, and you can see the dirt that was in there. It was just phenomenal, the amount of dirt. It was way beyond what I could take out. The more I was taking out, the more smellier he became. And I went to the next step, which I didn't want to do, but I knew I had to try it out. Now, I don't know what he looks like in here. I put him in a pillowcase, I pinned up the pillowcase, and put him into the wash machine. So we're going to undo this, and we're going to see how he turned out. So I didn't want, this is not something I wanted to do, but because of the smell that was coming out was just horrendous from him. I don't know what was making him stink so bad, but I could smell him as I was washing him, and I went, this just isn't working for me. So anyways, we're going to try this out. I don't recommend this on a lot of vintage stuff. It's not the way I like to do things, but
I told her to do this.
Yes, it was.
So I'll take responsibility.
And then we're going to.
Doesn't work.
Where's his head? His head is. Where's his head? Does he have one? Yes, he does. Okay, let's just take him out. Oh my goodness, he did turn out cleaner, and his eyes survived. Oh, he survived.
His eyes are good?
Yeah.
Let me zoom in on the eyes. That's the one thing
Yes.
I was worried more than anything about.
We took pictures of his eyes just because I thought they would.
In case we had to repaint them.
Yes, but he, you know what? He smells better. A lot better. But I can see where I'm going to have to do particular cleaning now on him, which is okay. I can do that for him. But to do the whole thing was just awful. He was a mess. So we're going to work on his pile now.
Is it dry?
Reshape. No. I'm not going to put him in the dryer. He's going to have to air dry on his own.
It'll look better when it's dry.
Oh, for sure he will. But you know something? He's looking better than what he did. And, oh yeah, so much better. And he smells good. Oh my goodness. I put a little bit more detergent in than I would normally put in. Because I knew he was in there. I did put some towels. I had some dirty towels as well. So to kind of buffer him inside there, that he wasn't the only thing whipping around. I also made sure he had a nice bed of towels in there just to help him out. But he's shaping up nice. You know, like his body's shaping right back up. But the only thing is he needs to just sit now and dry. And we'll work on his pile. Oh yeah, a little bit of loose hair coming up. But nothing. I thought he'd lose way more than this from doing this. So we're okay. We're going to... And then once he dries and I got him looking better than what he is right now, I'll give you his name. We're going to clean him up just a little bit more around in this area here. I'm just going to take this to, I'm going to get some, some clean water. All I used was a little bit of Purex here, free and clear. And I usually use this for other things that I have in the house. Not for a regular cleaning. I have other Purex, which has more of an odor, some perfume in it, which is what is making him smell so much better right now. He was just way too dirty. But the toothbrush does help to lift the pile up in him just as well. You can take this and you can lift the pile up in him. So I might just go around and just kind of lift up the pile on his fur.
Just blast him with the hair dryer now.
I can, and I can also take and put in a pillow, the vacuum cleaner into a pillowcase and go over him as well to help him out. That was suggested as well. But just to get this loose stuff off, it comes off nicely, you know. But I think I'm just going to let him dry right now, and not pick on him right now. Just kind of let him dry, and then we'll redirect his pile when it gets a little bit drier. But oh, he's looking good. I think he seems happier too over this, getting a nice cleaning. He had stains on his face and everything too, so he looks good. But I wouldn't want to do this a second time to him, by no means. He can't take a second time in the wash machine.
Yeah,
the one,
no rinse and repeat.
No.
Suggested this time.
One time is enough for him. He's too old. He needs some, you know, just some airing out. I'm going to let his arms air out a bit here like this. And I'm going to work on his arms up in here with some cleaner water, some Purex in here, and just go over some of these little rough areas. But that's really about it. See, I can see a little dark area right here. You know, well, that kind of came out of it. I think it's just the way the hair was lying. And that could be what's going on here too, just as well. But anyways, I thought I'd give you an update. How did I clean him? Well, I knew about the pillowcase thing. It was the last resort. But he needed it. I had to do it. Not that I wanted to do it, but it had to be done for him. Another thing I want to say too is this same silky label I have seen on other knickerbockers down on the side, but when it's up in the chest area, that's what I'm trying to say. This tells me he's older. That's where they started to put them, was in the chest area. This same label you can find, but it'll be down on the side. It's usually on the right hand side or the left hand side. You can find it on either side. And but the older ones had it in the chest, right in the middle of the chest. So that's how you know that they're older. There are signs of how to know that they're older. And this said under sanitary laws. We looked it up with a magnifying glass, and that's what it said. I didn't clarify that in my last video, but it said under sanitary laws that they use material that was okay for children and whatnot to cuddle up to. So anyways, though, we'll let him have a bit of a dry. I think I picked on him enough already today. He's been through a lot traveling. He's from, just to let everybody know, he's from Dallas, Texas. This is where this little guy came from. So anyways, I am looking at another one on there. I'm not saying I'm going to get him, but there is another one on eBay if anybody's interested. And he's brown, but you know, if you're interested in one of these, there is one on there right now just like him, but not the blonde color, more the darker brown. So anyway,
if he came from Ontario, he probably wouldn't have made it, because Ontario weather is really bad for teddy bears.
Well, especially older ones at times, I guess.
With our humidity.
The humidity, yes. It could have done more damage to this little guy. But, you know, it's all depending on how you take care of them, too, along the way. But this guy has went through enough. You can see he's got hair loss, and he had this before. I noticed it when he came into the house. There was a lot of hair loss, especially on this one side here. And that was typical. I seen that when I was brushing him out, that he was losing hair then. But that's okay. He's old. He's an old guy. Get this old, we all lose some hair. But anyways, there we go. But, okay, we'll let it be, and have a good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us.